All right, so if you're charged with a misdemeanor, you're going to get a court date. Unlike kind of more serious charges, that's going to be the date that ideally everything gets taken care of and we get done with your case. Now, there might be a offer that comes your way from the Commonwealth, and it's totally up to you to take that. But say we don't get an offer, or say you don't want to take it, or we don't think it's a good idea for you to take it, then we're going to go to trial. And this is what trial is going to basically look like. We're going to get called up in front of the judge. You're going to be right beside me, and he's going to ask what the plea is. We're going to tell them that it's not guilty, and at that point, we're going to proceed to trial. The prosecution is going to start off. They're going to put on their evidence, which is going to look like the cops or whoever testifying as to what they think happened. After they've finished testifying, it's going to be my turn to ask them questions to try and point out either your side of the story or where we think they got it wrong, or if to try and show whether they're making things up or something like that. Once all of their witnesses have testified and I've gotten the chance to cross-examine them, we're going to have what's called a motion to strike. That's going to be me talking to the judge and telling him that even if we believe everything the prosecution has said, or what all their witnesses have said, that you still can't, under the law, find you guilty of this crime. Now, that's a pretty high bar for us to meet, right? So it's not the end of the world if we don't get it, because we're going to later have a chance for argument, and that's going to be a lower bar for us to meet, okay? So hopefully we'll win at that stage, but if we don't, it's not going to be the end of the trial, and it's certainly not, the end of it's not going to be the final sentence in your case. So after that motion to strike, we're going to move to our opportunity to put on evidence. Now, we might have other witnesses that saw the event, or can talk about the events that happened, or we might have you testify. If we did that, we will have prepared for that. We will have gone over the questions, and you'll know exactly what's coming. After we're done putting on our evidence, then we're going to move to our closing arguments. That is, the prosecution's going to go first. They're basically going to say why the judge should convict you and find you guilty, and then I'm going to have the opportunity to say the opposite. After that, the judge is going to come down with his verdict. At that point, it's the guilty or not guilty, right? So if we get a not guilty, we're all done. You get to leave, and it's good news. If he finds you guilty, then we're going to proceed to sentencing. The Commonwealth is going to basically say why you should get X number of time in jail, or what have you. They're basically a lot of times it's going to be going over the facts of the case that have already come out, and your record. And then it'll be my turn to say, why they shouldn't do that, why it should be all suspended time or fine or something like that. After that, the judge will issue his sentence, and that'll be the time where we decide if we want to appeal or not. There's a lot of pluses and minuses to that, but that's something, case by case. So, but after that, you go up to circuit and you're all done in general district court.